Hello there, it's me, earthmanbrick, and we're back with another XLC project. Yes, this is the pre-printed MDF terrain kits where it's all, it's like a printed on textures and colors and things. As you can see, there's some unsightly seams on the thing, but this is the last out of the factory set. And yeah, it looks bloody good. Shouldn't take me long to throw together, so I'm not going to bother with a time lapse. It'll probably take about all of 5 minutes. And yeah, we're going to replace the roof. So rather than just go for the roof that's there, I've got a whole bunch of these things, which is what you get in your Starbucks coffees and whatnot. A whole bunch of these cardboard things. And yeah, I've pre-painted them all up so they're all kind of grey, and then I've stippled them up with just with some white house paint. And I figured, yeah, that's good enough to act as a corrugated roof, so we'll replace this whole section here and this whole bit right down there. So this whole roof section and that one, and this is the big roof section here that takes up the full size of the bloody thing. So yeah, I'm gonna replace those, and with those bits taken off, I think I'm gonna try and make a new building. So that'll be a separate video, but I'm just gonna focus on this last build, and then I'll put them all together to see how they look. That's all I've got for you just now. See you again soon once it's all assembled. Hello there, we're back. So I thought before I rattle off with this other kit, I would show what we've built so far out of the XLC factory. So there's the L-shaped one. Here's the standard kind of warehouse, the first one. So we'll pop that there. Oh, pretty well sized. And then we've got our shipping containers here as well. So I'll just pop them there. It's pretty much, I mean, add the extra warehouse and we've got more than enough to fill a board, that's for sure. That's quite a lot of bang for your buck there. So, let's, without much further ado, I'll show you what was left, what we ended up with extra, the bits that we didn't use. So, we didn't bother with the door. Instead, I've used corrugated card to make a kind of a shutter. And it's a very nicely detailed set of doors. Pretty nice. We also have these little push-outs here, which we may or may not use. We've got the caution sign, but the font type that it was in looked a bit, I don't know, it looks a bit more kind of Russian, borderline, I don't know, like something like cyberpunk, which, I don't know, I opted not to use it. That's the little roof, and there's a big bloody roof. Wowza, it's massive. So that was all the extra bits and bobs we got. And between this and all the other extra push-outs and stuff we've got from the other ones, I'm going to try and make another building. But that's for a separate video. But how did we get on with this build? Well, here it is all here. So let me just push these to one side. I'll have a little gander between this and this sheet here. So, how have we gotten on? Well, the replacement of the door's been a pretty big shift, as well as the replacement of the roof. We've covered these corners. As you can see them there, the obvious looking seams there. They're a bit unsightly, so we've used cable ties, the gift that keeps on giving. I used worn out ones, which were already kind of been stepped on several times, because I thought, yeah, that'll add to the weathered kind of look and aesthetic. So quite happy with that. There's our corrugated roof. I didn't bother putting in on anything extra except from a few tufts, and I've added the mesh just to congeal in a few areas and add an extra layer of texture. I had to use it to fill in these little gaps here because otherwise it was going to be a bit too heavy. So from the other side, you can see these windows here. You can't actually punch them out and have them half open. The same with the doors as well. I zoom in a bit further, you can see those little gaps there. Although even from just that distance you can't notice them. And yeah, so how did we make this roof? Well, I just used the existing roof as a template, made a sheet of card, and then just started gluing on those pieces of card. And then to attach it, I just made all these little brackets. And you can see there with the door, I did a similar thing for the shutter door. And yeah, it all attached, no problem. No issues. Nice, fast, easy build. Yeah, I'm really impressed. So overall, with this whole kit, I'll just move this out the way now. So yeah, that's everything from the XLC factory set. And again, it costs like 50 quid, but for 4 really nicely detailed buildings, and without too much extra work, I think we've got it down pretty nicely. So yeah, if you're after like a modern warfare kind of setting at a warehouse or a docks, you know, so for your Marvel Crisis Protocol or your DC, I don't know what the game's called. Yeah, I think these would fit in rather well. I think these two warehouses are just about the same size, so yeah, different types of roofs. This one's just a single slope and that's sloped on 2 sides. But yeah, they all look great. And I'm gonna fire up another building, but that'll be in the next video. So, do I recommend this? Absolutely. A lot of bang for your buck. But that's all I've got for you for today. So, thanks again for watching, and bye.